Baylor has dipped into Utah State a couple of different times, and they did over the weekend with a commitment and a much-needed need at cornerback. Ajani Carter from Utah State committed. Byron Vaughn's, remember, we had him on about a month ago at the spring game or less than that. He's from Utah State. And Ajani Carter joins us. Paul Catalina, David Smoke on 365 Sports. AJ, thank you very much for your time. What has it been like since you made the decision? What kind of reaction did you get, and do you feel relieved the last couple of days?
Oh man, it was great. I definitely feel relieved from all the pressure. It was exciting, man. The staff, man, they was super excited. I called Coach Aranda, and man, he was happy. You know, sometimes it's hard to tell when Coach Aranda happy, but he was happy though. And man, the defense coordinator, Coach Powell, he was excited. Man, that's my dude right there. And, you know, the rest of the guys, Coach Kevin, he was super excited. Everybody was happy, man. I was happy. I mean, wait, I'm coming back home to Waco, back to Texas, man.
AJ, what was it like when you made your decision to leave, to make the jump into the Big 12 or any other conference that wanted you, but what went into that process of it's time to make this move?
Well, it was a bittersweet moment for me because I actually enjoyed Logan. I actually enjoyed Logan, Utah, and I actually enjoyed my time at Utah State. Man, I met a lot of good people out here in Logan, in the community, and I enjoyed the people while I was here. It was just a lot going on for us, just multiple changes in the coaching staff, and then our whole starting defense ended up leaving, and I just felt like it was just time for me to make a decision for myself for once, and I think it was probably the best decision I've made so far.
AJ, Byron was in the transfer portal a long time, and at the spring game I had a chance to visit with him, and what an absolute tremendous personality. Sounds like you have that very similar personality. Did you all ever talk much, or did you kind of keep it separate so you could make your own decision?
We talked a few. He called me every once in a while, and try to get in my ear, but that's my boy. We both from Texas, so we always had that, that Texas connection. And we talked about it, and I was happy for him to be able to, finally choose a home. And then we talked about me coming there, and we weighed out my options. He told me he didn't try to force me. He told me, hey, I want you to do what's best for you, but he would love for me to come to Waco with him. And then I just made my decision based off process of elimination.
What did Matthew Pallage or Coach Aranda tell you, Coach, all the others that are on the staff, about when you step in? Are you CB1? Are you a starter?
So when I come in, I'll definitely have to work my way up. No promises starting position, but I'll definitely be in the 2 group, 3 group, and I'll work my way up from there. Friendly competition. I'm always down for it, and I think it'll be a cool journey.
You mentioned coming back home to Texas. When you are, from a place, I mean, Texas has a draw to a lot of people and leave. How badly have you missed being in Texas, around your family, around your friends, playing in Texas and all that?
Ah, man, I missed it a lot, man. I miss everything, man. The food. I miss my family a lot. I miss the Texas heat. It's surprising, but I do miss the heat, man. This snow, especially this last winter, man, it whooped my butt. So, it was easy for me to make that decision to come back down to Texas because this last winter was brutal.
When you were in Logan, and that's a beautiful, beautiful, oh, my God, Colorado's got some, Utah, Colorado, and Wyoming and all those areas have incredible views, and obviously where you were at Utah State in Utah. Did you take enough warm weather clothes the first time you went up there, or did you had to add to your wardrobe?
No, I definitely added to my wardrobe, man. When I came my freshman year, I used to walk around with a snowsuit, some overalls, a snow overall. I used to walk around there in some Crocs, but I adjusted to it, and it wasn't that bad my first 2-3 years, but this past winter was brutal. -23. It was bad.
So everyone knows about the transfer portal. Ajani Carter from North Shore High School in Utah State now to Baylor. What was that process like? And because everyone, I think, there's either you just enter it, you talk to your coaches first, Blake Anderson. How was that process, and was it at times stressful?
Yeah, it was definitely stressful. So I didn't just enter it. I talked to my coach, Blake Anderson. We actually talked about it multiple times, and it was like I told you, it was hard for me just because of the place. Like I've made a lot of good people here, and I actually enjoy Logan, Utah. So it was really hard for me to make the decision. But I talked to Blake Anderson on multiple occasions about the situation, and then I finally came to him on the last occasion and was like, okay, I think this is what I want to do, and I think this is what I'm going to do. And we talked about it, and it was stressful. Even when we still talked about it, I still wasn't sure, but I was like, eventually I just made the decision to go ahead and do it. And yeah, it was stressful, real stressful.
Okay, what a lot of people may not know, where were you? I know where you were. The Hail Mary, North Shore, Duncanville at AT&T Stadium. Where did you happen to be, AJ?
I happened to be on the field, in the end zone. So,
with the ball in your hands, correct?
With the ball in my hands, that was definitely me.
Okay,
incredible moment in high school football.
How do you match? Is there anything you can do that can match that feeling of catching a Hail Mary in a title game
to win a state championship? Yeah,
catching a pick to end the game in the championship, playing with Baylor.
Okay, there we go. There you go. A pick six. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that was. So, what was said prior to that play with Coach K? And again, I've interviewed him. He's incredible. He came up from like Detroit, Michigan, came down, just flew down and said, "I want to be a coach in Texas." What was the actual? Was it just run as fast as you can, make sure you stop in the end zone?
So when you play with a player's coach, you got a coach that's about the players first, and always open to listening to what the players got to say, how we feel about a situation. So the original play was to do that one play where the dude catch the dig and then he tosses it to the next receiver and just to doing the lateral stuff. That was the original play that they was gonna call, but our coach asked us how we felt about it, as players, and the players we wasn't really messing with that play. So he was like, well, "What y'all want to do?" Well, we said, "Well, do the Hail Mary," and everybody agreed with it. And then coach was like, "All right, if that's what y'all want to do, let's do it." And so that was like the best thing about the whole situation was playing for a coach that's a player's coach, and always open to listen and not being overly just dominant. So.
Do you feel like that's what you've been able to kind of get that same feel talking to Coach Aranda, Coach Pallage, and others?
Yeah. So when I talk to Coach Pallage, man, I feel like he's a player's coach, and I feel like if we had some type of miscommunication or like something was different on the field, and I wanted to talk to him about it and change something, I think that I think he'll be open enough to see it out and look at the situation and come up with a better game plan, or what we're doing in that moment. So I definitely think he's a player's coach, and that's why I'm excited to play under him.
Where did the love of riding horses come from?
Oh man, so I'm a real cowboy. I'm not that fake pretty boots type. I'm a real, and you get a lot of that, and I've been seeing a lot of it in the college world. A lot of guys that seem to be cowboys, so they put on boots and pretty hats. But I'm a real deal hand, and I used to ride bulls back when I was young, and I used to do a lot of breaking horses for money, and I just love my animals, and I used to, when I was young, I just did that, I just always trying to find my way with some horses, and I used to clean stalls for money and work people's horses out for money. Anything I could do to be around some horses, I was down. It just always stuck with me.
Smokey, he's not making it up too because he used the term hand.
Yes,
I'm a real deal hand.
Yeah, this isn't some Hollywood cowboy.
No. Yeah. He's there. You know who else? Is it Tate Williams that's on the roster?
Yeah, the kid from West Texas. That he basically just lifts big barrels of hay and all that kind of stuff.
So you'll have a friend right away, like right away.
Yeah. All right. So tell me who. For those who don't know, Ajani Carter, Utah State, North Shore, now committed to Baylor. Who are Duro and Bella?
So when you play with a player's coach, you always open to listen, and not being overly just, saying something. I think that if he was open enough to see it out and look at the situation and come up with a better game plan, I think that he'll be open enough to So Duro is my USTA registered stallion. Pretty stallion, my big boys, my big baby. I love them to death. And Bella is my bay mare. She's about 15-1. She's a trotter mare also, and she's actually pregnant right now. And she's gonna be a registered mare. And those are my two babies, man, my two horses.
And these are what, gated horses?
Yes, sir. So Duro is a registered stallion, trotter stallion.
Mm-hmm.
He's a trotter, and then she's also a trotter.
And did you take when did you buy them, and did they go to Utah with you?
Yeah, so I'm actually right now I'm finna go look at some cattle. Then I'm gonna head up there with them. But yeah, I ended up buying Duro about 8 months ago, seven months ago. And then I bought Bella not long after. I bought her, and I shipped them up. Well, I drove Duro down here with me, and I went down to pick them up, and I drove him back with me. And then my shipper Marty, he got a good company out here, and he brought Bella up here from Louisiana.
Nope.
So
now, AJ, if you want to be a real deal hand, you'll just ride them back.
yeah, I could, but
It's hot.
Well, you got to be here by June 1st, though. You got to be here.
I ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the kicker. You talk about a real cowboy, right, AJ? That's what you are. You know, no fake Hollywood. So how many times have you ridden a bull?
I've ridden probably.
You rode a
I don't
bull.
know how many. Yeah, I used to ride. I rode in rodeos. I rode in 2 rodeos. I rode in some practice bulls. I've been on a few.
Now, see, that's like doubling down on being a real cowboy. Doesn't mean you have to ride a bull to be a real cowboy, but you did that. So when you made the decision, how old is your son?
My son is 8 months old.
Is it Leone?
Leone,
okay. When you come back from practice or your school, or if you've had a bad day, is there anything better than coming home to your son and having a chance to just spend that time with him?
No, it's nothing better than that, man. I come home and he see me and he bright eyes, big smile, just super excited, legs just kicking. He can't walk, so his legs just be kicking. And man, that's like the best thing ever, man. I'll just be so happy to just grab him and rough him up a little bit, man. That's my little dude.
Yeah, he daddy's twinkling an eye, right? And you know
I
what?
can't wait till he's walking so he can get to this bone and get the cleaning up and fall.
AJ, what's your schedule like? Where are you now? Are you in Houston? Are you still up in Logan? Where are you?
So I'm in Logan right now. I'm finna go look at some cows, some cattle for sale that's going on tomorrow. So I'm finna meet up with this guy. We're gonna look at some cattle, and then I'll be heading back to Texas hopefully in about the next week or so.
Is school out?
So I can get down. Yeah, school out.
Okay.
I'm out of school.
Okay. It has been a pleasure to get to know you, your story, riding bulls, owning horses, gated horses, and the Hail Mary against Duncanville, which was one of the most awe-inspiring moments. Duncanville finally got one last year after North Shore kind of ran that 6-8 for a while. Look forward to meeting you.
Yeah, we had to let him get some.
You had to let him get some.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reggie Sample's a great coach at Duncanville, and Coach K, of course,
yes, sir,
at North Shore. And he's gone, right? He's moved into administration only. Is that right?
Who, Coach K?
Yeah. Is he still the head coach, or is he now?
So he's at Rice now. He's a linebacker coach at Rice University.
That's what I thought. Yeah, he went into the college ranks. That's a great pickup for Rice University. Yeah. Hey, thanks for your story. Thanks for your time. And when you did tell Dave Aranda, what was his reaction? Like you said at the very beginning, sometimes you don't know how happy he might be.
He was like, oh, man, you made my day, man. You know, that's exciting. You know, he got that little calm voice, but he was happy, though. He was with his daughter. And, it was cool, man.
Look forward to seeing it. Look forward to meeting you. Look forward to talking to you. Ajani Carter from Utah State North Shore High School with us. AJ, thank you. Have a great week. Go see those cows.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Thank you.
Y'all.
That's Ajani Carter. What a personality. Byron Vaughn, someone we met about